Hey guys, so today I'm guided to do a video reading for the Divine Masculines to see what the feminine, I want to say feminine energy, but the masculine energy within ourselves and outside ourselves is dealing with. So yeah, I said feminine, so perhaps the feminine is something the masculine is dealing with right now. So I'm just going to pull some cards to see what messages I can deliver to you guys. And I also want to thank you for liking the videos, for subscribing to my channel, and for commenting on my videos as well. And also, if you would like to have a personal reading, coaching, or healing session, just connect with me via the information that's down below in the description box and I'll get back to you. So let's just see what... Ooh, wow. Okay. So choices, there are choices to be made. A little bit of resistance is what I'm getting. A little bit of resistance and choices to be made. But the choice is about whether or not the masculine energy is going to make the right decisions. Well, that is something that is really keeping him stuck in his head, keeping him in the same track, I should say. Unfinished symphony. He's got the feeling that he's got something to do, has some steps to make, but he can't do that yet if the choice isn't, if he hasn't decided what his choice is yet. So yeah, this is causing some inner turmoil. Some shit is being released right now. But he also knows that this is destined, that this is all meant to be. Everything that is happening is supposed to happen in this, according to the divine order. So, that shit is still causing some inner turmoil, inner blocks, and yeah, I'm getting the word fixated. He's fixated too much on the choices that that are presented to him, I should say. So what he wants is inner peace. He wants this shit to be over with, and he wants just a new beginning that is going to bring him his inner peace. So now he just has to make choices that are aligned with this inner peace that he is looking for, right? You can't get inner peace if you aren't peaceful within, yeah? So again, a card of despair, a card of loneliness, a card of feeling alone, feeling not supported. But yeah, what is important for the masculine energy is to tap into the feminine. Yeah, to connect with the feminine within. So he can follow his intuition. That is so important, to not let the ego make the decisions for him, but to let his intuition guide him. And that is going to bring forth this change. Otherwise, he is only going to circle back in this turmoil, in this never-ending story and cycle of not knowing what the right thing to do is. Yeah, like I said, not knowing what the right thing to do is. So he's actually looking for guidance right now. Looking for... yeah, I really should say looking for guidance right now, so he can know which decision to make, what decision to make, and what path he should head into. And I'm seeing the masculine like this little baby elephant. A little baby elephant. And he is now seeking guidance into the right direction, so he can move forward, get himself out of this loneliness, and get himself out of this stuck energy, because I'm seeing this desert. So getting himself out of that energy that he's in, moving forward into a new beginning, But what I'm actually getting is that there is some type of resistance and too much being in his head about things. So letting his ego perhaps take over. And like I said, he just needs some feminine loving. He just needs some connection with his intuition. He just needs to pour into the right cup. Yeah. So that is so freaking important, and I wanted to say freaking emotional. So the things that he is now experiencing is pretty emotional. It is causing some inner turmoil, and it is resurfacing some emotions, some stuck emotions within himself. But that is all happening because he's clearing out the mess, I should say, clearing out what no longer serves him in order to really tune into his intuition and to listen to that guidance that he gets from his intuition instead of from his ego. So I'm just going to pull some cards from another deck. I don't know what this card is called. Yeah, so what he needs to do is surrender, and don't fight his emotions or the things that that are resurfacing, that are coming to surface for the masculine. Because it's only going to keep him stuck. And he won't be able to listen to his intuition, his higher self, God source, his guides. So yeah, now he's actually trying to tap into his heart in order to create some order into the chaos, I should say. I don't know if that's a saying, but in order to create some balance, some order, some sense of direction, so he knows what direction he should head into, so he can listen clearly to his intuition without letting his ego take over. Listening to his intuition in order to make the right decisions for himself, to get him unstuck and to get him moving again. Yeah, so what I'm also seeing here is that there is a change happening in regards to the way he thinks, the things that he believes, his thoughts. So his paradigm is changing, and that's exactly what is needed, right? Because if you're holding on to an old way of thinking, an old way of being and doing, you won't move forward into a new beginning, right? So it's important for him to really let all those old beliefs and thoughts that aren't serving him, to let it all go, to release it in order to move on in this new energy. Or else he's just going to be stuck in time, stuck in the past, not able to move forward. And this card, it's the third or fourth time that I'm seeing this card while shuffling. So yeah, what I'm getting, he is in hermit mode, getting in tune with his intuition and with his heart chakra, trying to balance out his emotions, trying to really look at the bigger picture of everything that is happening, everything that has happened, in order to make a aligned decision. Yeah, so what I'm also getting is that there is an awakening happening, a new sense of belief, a new sense of believing. Is that what I should say? No, there is an awakening happen, expanding of his consciousness, an expansion of his consciousness. So yeah, things are getting clear to him, but he still feels stuck. not knowing what to do yet. But he's getting the strength. The more he connects with his heart, the more he listens to his higher guidance, his inner guidance, his intuition, the more powerful and strength he will regain. And that is going to help him shift from one world to another, I want to say, because she's carrying a world. So that is going to shift from one paradigm to another paradigm. That is going to help him shift from one reality to another reality that is more aligned with his higher knowing, with his higher self, with yeah, with what? With that. So let me just see. Last message from this card. Yeah, and again, this desert. So like I said, he's pretty much alone right now, figuring out what to do, figuring out in what cup he should pour, and also trying to balance his emotions is what I'm getting. Trying to get to balance his emotions, and also, I already said from the cups, but also he's seeing or really feeling and trying to tune into what is best for him, what is filling his cup, what is he truly interested in, what lights up his soul, what pours into his cup, and what does he want to pour his cup into. So I hope that you can understand what I mean. So yeah, I'm just going to pull a message from the Archangel Michael Oracle deck. Yeah, and I also want to let you show this card, Flying High. So when he knows what fills up his cup and what he wants to invest his energy and love and time into, he will be able to get himself out of that stuck energy, and he will be able to fly high again, really feel tuned into his energy, feel tuned into his energy, is that what I wanted to say? Excited for life again, excited for this new beginning, freeing himself from that stuck energy in order to move forward with a sense of lightheartedness to this new beginning that is waiting for him. But he has to listen to his intuition, because you can see this little cute birdie. He has to listen to his intuition. Also, patience is required, and seeing everything from a higher perspective and tuning into his own light. Within the darkness, tuning into his own light is what I'm getting. So yeah, let's just see. Yeah, surrender. He needs to surrender and ask for guidance, divine guidance from God, his angels, his higher self. And also the angels of love are assisting him in clearing out what needs to be cleared out, in making the decisions that he needs to make in order to move forward and to unite with his feminine within as well as without, of course. And yeah, to really have the courage to move forward in this, to move forward with his intuition, with his heart, instead of moving forward based on his ego. Yeah, but the angels are guiding him. So again, this message, trust your intuition because it's trustworthy. You can trust your intuition, and it's important to let himself be, the divine masculine should let himself be guided by the divine. And here it also is written that he should release his ego in order to, release his ego in order to hear and to feel and to sense that inner wisdom that is within him. So yeah, tuning into his intuition is what the masculine is doing right now. Yeah, so just one last message from the Oracle of the Fairies deck. I love this message. Temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit? Perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever it's, guys. So like I said, he is now trying to make decisions based on his intuition instead of his ego, and no longer letting old habits, old beliefs, old circumstances keeping him in the same old circle. So that was it. Oh, transformation. Yeah, so he's in a transformation. His consciousness is expanding as well. And he just needs to surrender. Transformation. This fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. So we all know what this masculine is dealing with. So what I am going to do, I'm going to end this reading. I think we've got more than enough messages for the masculine energy, for the divine masculine. And now I'm going to record a reading for the feminine, the divine feminine. So if you would like to have a personal reading, coaching, or healing session or sessions, like I said, look in the description box below and connect. For now, see you soon. Adios.